what he's been playing the rest of the bracket, but it's Dabuz, one of the most crafty players ever. So we'll see what Dabuz is going to be able to pull out here.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm one Wrath Sonic's Grands away from letting the Steeps free. I'm just like, at this point, I don't know, man. But then the funniest part was Wrath Sonic's was Grands when Steve was legal. So
no.
It's just, there's a confusing side effect here. When the Steves are free, they beat all the other people that could beat the Sonics. And then the Sonics prosper. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. It's confusing to even think about. But here we are. Thebuzz Spargo.
You should make a food chain video where you make the food chain of Coinbox top 8s. Like, what characters can take out the apex predator that is Sonic, and then Steve is like the invasive species that no one likes. Like a food chain. Like, it's just crazy with all 70 characters. Who's at the very bottom of the food chain? Who's like
Ganondorf.
Who's like
Ganondorf? Yeah.
Yeah, Ganondorf. Okay.
Probably Jigglypuff.
And then you got. That'd be crazy. But looks like we're going to be getting the Min from Dabuz. I'm a big fan of Min. I know it sounds weird, but I actually really like watching Min play. Shout out to Justice and Peckham, two of my favorite players to watch. I feel like Min, you never know what to expect. Like, it's one of those characters that is known for being really, really good at, controlling the distance, but also having like a kind of surprising aggressive edge to them. So as we're seeing now, Dabuz with a rush down, kind of running at Spargo, but finally gets punished, and no punish on that high limit cross slash, but still some control for Dabuz here.
I'm digging the reverse nairs too from Spargo. Just one of those where as long as Dabuz does not hit an aggressive button, that's going to catch and then immediately lead into back air if it's a weak hit. But that spot dodge into forward smash, great recognition right there from Spargo that Dabuz is likely going to be trying to go ahead and get that slow and very delayed grab out there, get that empowered dragon laser and a little bit of momentum going.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, Spargo playing really, really well around Min-Min's disadvantage state. It's really important that you don't get too swingy when you get in the face of Min-Min, because you're not looking to call out them, being close, but you're looking to call them out for whatever option they go for when you're near them. Oh my goodness, Spargo going for the suicide up B. I can't believe it. It actually working out. Doesn't get the spike hitbox, but Dabuz not ready to tech that. Crazy stuff from Spargo saying, hey, my stock, I'll trade it gladly.
I talked to Pink Fresh about this character a couple times, and he mentioned that one of the biggest frustrating things about Min is that the character just feels like it's got an off switch when you're off stage. If you have lingering hitboxes, there's literally nothing Min can do sometimes. And we've already kind of seen that right now. Now we're having to fade away to dodge those projectiles, trying for the trump, and instead just a down tilt to actually catch the mistech. I'm digging it. Now we have limit, we have up air, trying to land desperately as Dabuz, still trying to seize the first stock of the set right here, given that Spargo cashed that one in for free.
Yeah,
Roll through and back.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's been absolutely just a terror for Dabuz. Spargo's advantage stage, just holding, not only juggling but also covering these landings and offstage plays so well. Tries to go for a dash or a down tilt there, gets punished with an up smash. I mean, what do you do? It's just so smothering.
Yep.
It's crazy stuff from Spargo. I mean, you're just constantly on the back foot as Dabuz here. Dabuz, started off the game with like a really, really aggressive play style, getting the ram, going for a lot of these nairs and trying to be the one smothering Spargo. But once Spargo got some control, it became real difficult.
It feels as though this is an interesting character choice too from Spargo, because we've seen primarily Corrin the whole evening. Now we're tossing in a little bit more of the Cloud, and this is a character that doesn't really line up particularly well for Dabuz. Like, do you really want to go ahead and go Rosa and just get Luma smacked away by back air after back air, or do you want to go Min, and then if Cloud ever gets in, you're just instantly dead off stage? It feels as though character matchup-wise, this perhaps is a matchup that Dabuz is going to struggle with a wee bit. But, I mean, we've seen tons of extra characters from Dabuz. We've seen tons of that craftiness that you've been talking about, PJ, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dabuz has one or two more tricks up his sleeves.
Looks like Dabuz. Go for it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Dabuz is one of the trickiest players to really nail down. Like, no matter what, I feel like Dabuz has an answer in his brain. It's just a matter of if he can execute it that given day. What were you gonna say, Hbox?
Oh no, I thought Dabuz didn't pick the character in the start G, but now sticking a Min on FD as well. Surprised Spargo left it open, but I guess he was pretty confident in fighting Min here.
Yeah, I think what I saw game one was it was actually Spargo the one that was kind of bullying Dabuzz's disadvantage state in terms of getting juggled. So Spargo's saying, you know what? I know this is it's kind of like baiting, right? Where it's like, I know Min players want to go FD, but I've been juggling so well, I'm gonna leave FD open and kind of lean on that advantage state. Like, okay, I trust myself to just juggle you forever. And so far, I mean, it's been working out. But Dabuz having a much closer game as well, so it's kind of a catch-22 here for Spargo. Goes for the nair to catch the up. He doesn't find the connection as Dabuz now has a little bit of pressure on Spargo off stage. No two-frame attempt, but goes off with a double nair, and that's going to be Spargo's stock. Very, very crafty. Instead of going for a second two-frame, just running off and going for the ram nair. I like that a lot.
Can you perfect parry the entire cross slash on limit break?
You should be able to. I've never seen anybody be able to do that, but you can return to shield after a parry, and then you can drop that again. So you do have a little bit of invuln during there. I think the smartest thing to do is you can actually drop shield to get the parry off for the last hit. So if you want to party, that's what you're going for if you're trying to be optimal. But good God, if you mess that one up, then you're taking a ton of damage and looking a little bit foolish. Oh, trying for that forward air, aggressive offstage is Spargo too. Trying to show Dabuz that he's not the only one that can go ahead and get stocks early off stage, but instead that one misses, and that gives Dabuz a couple chances to swing back and get full stage control yet again.
Real quick, any mods in the chat as well as Hbox? There's a technical difficulty. Which, yeah, you see it. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, make sure I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, great. Sorry to interrupt there, but all right, yeah.
All right, so Min full stage control does manage to get that stock as well. No resources left for Spargo, not nearly enough limit to be able to charge that one up. So instead, now we have a little bit of a lead for Dabuz, but the question is really, what can you make of it? This is the problem with Final D, is without those platforms to get kind of any mix-ups, it is so hard to get out of the corner against Cloud.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
up smash instead.
Yeah, a character that already struggles in disadvantage state. Spargo, as well, just adding that extra edge of being one of the most smothering players in Smash Ultimate, and another stock falling to being stuck in the corner versus Spargo. This is, I mean, a nightmare for Min players, I'm sure. Dabuz keeping it this close, I mean, might be a part of the stage, but I think also just a part of what makes Dabuz so special, and it's that craftiness we've been talking about. Ooh, that's a big landing catch. The limit, or the blade beam's not able to catch the high recovery, which is good for Dabuz, but Spargo with the center stage control and the lack of out of shield options to cover that full hop forward air makes it difficult for Dabuz to get any sort of space while Spargo is freely swinging with that sword. Nice backer to cover the jump from ledge. The blade beam finally connecting, and we're gonna see Spargo going for a trump situation. The backer comes through, and I like Spargo being up a stock, or not up a stock, sorry, having control of the ledge, and just saying, you know what, I'm not even gonna go off stage and risk getting reversaled. I'm just gonna sit here and eventually find the stock. I mean, it's very important that you don't get too antsy for the kill, and Spargo's gonna be very good at finding it in the most safe way possible, hopefully here.
I'm really interested in the commitment to Ram too. It's covering jumps, but here's the problem. Spargo was at 85%. If you're not trying to swing out with that megawatt, you're never going to kill with that Ram. You have to go ahead and seize control and then keep it. But the problem was Dabuz is always one hit away from losing the stock and losing the game. And all Spargo needed was that one good read with the dash attack, and that'll seal the deal.
Yeah, exactly. So do you stay here? What do you think, Scabs?
I mean, if Final D's open and I'm Min, I'm going Final D every time. That character's just so good on that stage.
Is there no point in going Rosa?
I can't remember if Dabuz has gone Rosa in this matchup particularly frequently. It is not great for Rosa. Like, the character it struggles to recover, no hitbox on that up B. It's relatively vulnerable and floaty. Oh, all right. Looks like we are going for Rosa, though, so we're going to try.
We got trolled. The program trolled me. I don't know why.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I mean, I think a big part of that, like you were saying, like Scabs was saying, sorry, it's like, it's really it's just a difficult matchup for Rosa, but I also think that stages have a lot to do with it. Like, maybe on a certain stage, Rosa might have a chance, but I think Spargo leaving FD open just tempts the Min so well that it's like, why wouldn't you go Min FD? But it's still rough. I mean, I don't remember the last time that Spargo played like a top level Min, but he seems to be very, very practiced in this matchup.
For sure, piloting the character very effectively. Now we're trying to go ahead and see if Dabuz can fight out of corner. That's really been the matchup so far, is that Dabuz gets back to stage, gets stuck in corner, and then either kills Spargo immediately with full stage control or loses full stage control and then struggles. Right there, finally, stock one going Dabuzz's way. Now can Spargo use that invul?
Thank you, Ryan, once again. This man's been dropping tons of members all day. Thank you, Ryan, for those YouTube members. RC.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Ryan. No, exactly, Scabs. It's like, you know, you're in the corner so much because, but what's difficult is Spargo is just so solid at juggling Min that you're forced to land in the corner or try to, you know, find a way back to the ledge where it's a little bit of a safe space. But it's exactly that. It's Dabuz getting out of the corner and also holding that stage control. It's just so important.
I'm digging that jump away, though, from Dabuz. That was really tricky.
Yeah.
Just using as much invuln as possible to get around that limit cross-slash setup. You know that Spargo was tossing out as many hitboxes as possible in that corner pressure spot.
Yo, can someone in chat try right now? Do a test. Can you guys try opening an arena? I think, crazily enough, there is a very large outage right now of
Oh, no.
Nintendo arena hosting abilities. No one can host an arena. Mine is the only one that's open, which means if I shut down this arena, Coinbox is over tonight. So I'm going to be very careful. I think I can host, but I can't join other arenas, which means... What does this mean?
This is what a dilemma.
A conundrum, in fact.
What do you got going on tomorrow, H-Box?
I've never seen this before. Can someone... Yeah, I can't close the arena. Okay, can someone... And the worst part is, my Switch, every once in a while, just for no reason, turns off.
Oh.
If it comes down to the worst of it, we'd split the prize 5 ways, but, like, I don't want to do that. Can someone look up if there's an outage on Nintendo's part? That's very, very weird.
All right, we got to talk about how blessed you are, though. If you're the only person that can play Smash Ultimate Online right now, you're either incredibly blessed or cursed, one of the two.
That's right. H-Box Productions, baby. So we have some people in chat able to make arenas. Maybe it's a regional thing. Do something with your Switch?
It is a regional thing, from what I understand.
Okay. Okay, Dabuz on the board, though. The board. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about... Yeah, we were talking about, like, oh, I'm going to see the Rosa switch, but, you know, sometimes if you give Min FD twice, you know, they're just going to go back and they're going to run it back, and it actually works out in his favor. Dabuz doing a lot of right things. I think what Scabs was talking about, and I think focusing on very rightfully so, was how was Dabuz getting out of the corner? And these small, like, little drift back jumps, situations where it seems very telegraphed on where you're going to try to get back to the stage. Dabuz was making really, really good mix-ups. Good find there from Scabs. I mean, one of my favorite co-casters. I love when somebody's just so intently looking at something that I'm just not paying attention to, and it just makes it so much deeper. Thanks for catching that.
I have people in chat.
Thank you so much, BJ.
I have people in chat saying I keep fighting Japanese tags in 1v1 tourney from my region. So that's a kind of an interesting ass glitch there. Apparently they're being placed in other regions now. That's kind of yo same. Oh my god. This is bizarre. There's a hey, if you want to play Smashmate Junior for a little bit, I'd go online right now. Cuz on Wednesday the servers get region unlocked. Is this true? Is that a thing? Wow. That always happens Wednesday night. I didn't see? I would have never known that because we do Coinbox Wednesday nights. It's Worldwide Wednesdays. It's a thing.
That's such an insane thing, and I also wouldn't know because I'm always watching Coinbox. That's crazy.
Worldwide Wednesdays is a great name.
I mean, I got to talk to somebody at Nintendo to figure out who made that choice. Just
yeah.
We'll do region lock for every single night, but every now and then, as a treat, you can fight people from a million miles away with all the ping in the world.
Yeah, you can't fight people in Latin America, but Japan, no problem. All right. Yo, Dabuz, actually, kind of schmoovin'. Drunk by 9 a.m. Yes, sir. I'll drink to that, sir. Okay, my drink is next to my Switch. I'm afraid of even getting near my... You ever, like, poke the Switch by accident with your finger? Just bump it and the entire game crashes and then you go offline? It's so sensitive. So... I'm being careful.
Yeah, that Doc is holding on with prayers and thoughts because, I mean, you gotta hope that thing's not gonna disconnect on accident.
I've definitely done that in bracket matches before and just blame the monitor. Actually, somebody switched during a tournament match. Oh my god, guys, the monitor went black. Do you guys want to change setups to prevent that from happening again? Totally not me, by the way.
I remember somebody put a plastic cup down and it undocked the Switch. And I was like, that's so unfortunate.
Dude, who's the second best Cloud?
Oh, good question.
Is there even a second Cloud?
That would be my man Enhanced PV. Thank you very much.
Enhanced? Is it really Enhanced PV?
I genuinely don't know. I think that there's a few folks in Japan that are PR'd with Cloud, but I mean, I'm biased. Enhanced is the man.
I know he's good, but damn. You would think the character, the main that the rank 2 in the world uses would be more prevalent, right? It's kind of crazy. Like, there's tons of Steves, tons of Sonics, tons of Game & Watches, but... Yeah.
Oh, Nico's up there. Yeah, good point. Not
yeah,
Nico from Cali, but Nico from Texas, yeah.
Oh, Edgeguard from Dabuz. Hold on. Are we getting a Game 5? I'd love it.
The Min making the comeback here. You'll have to see that.
All Dabuz needs is just a few moments to actually play neutral, but Spargo doing a really good job of jumping away, using those platforms to get some verticality, and more importantly, to get some limit. I feel like once we get limit cross slash or a limit up B, we're gonna get it. The neutral Dabuz as deep off stage as Min can go.
Wow. Dude, he's actually doing it. Game 5. Spargo Dabuz. Jeez.
I was gonna say, like, it's really important that Spargo is camping the platforms to get limit, because limit enables like that one extra mix-up so that the 2-frame isn't so easy, so that you can't just run off and ram there. But unfortunately, Spargo is just unable to get that limit charge, and that causes the Buzz just be able to run off with a ram there, clean stuff, and that's just sometimes how it goes as Min. Like, you're expecting those 2 frames to be the end, or, you know, those high percent situations, but sometimes you just run off with Cloud Force solo recovery and catch it twice. That was going to be Game 5.
I just realized, did we not see Spargo get reverse 3-0'd by Wrath? Are we going to see that again? Twice in the same coin box?
It's 2 different characters. It could happen, dude. It might just be Dabuzz's time.
It might be. I mean, this would be an insane way to... I know commentators say that a lot, but it would be an insane way to start this Coinbox top 8. A double reverse 3-0 on Spargo, but Spargo is going to do his best to write that out of the history books now with almost full limit, 28%, and just holding this ledge. As we were talking about in game number 2, the biggest thing that can be a problem for Dabuz in this matchup is getting out of the corner versus Spargo, and unfortunately there gets a little bit of space to get back to center, but instead opting to go for a reversal, and that's going to cause a big opportunity for Spargo to continue this ledge trap. But man, it's been so back and forth on this ledge, but it's been Spargo with the percent lead so far.
Real talk, what we've been getting here is that Spargo, when he commits to back air, Dabuz can't do a dang thing. The problem only pops up when Spargo tries to go ahead and break up that pattern and get a kill. And really, 2 or 3 times in a row, Dabuz has guessed correctly and gotten an opportunity to get back to center stage. But I mean, eventually that back air is actually just going to kill. So give it another 20-30% or so, and we may not need to see any kind of a pattern break.
Yeah, exactly. It's also, it's like so much mental tax to like be ready to just catch. Like, I don't know what I'm trying. Oh, what I'm trying to say is Spargo's like, yeah, it's easy to say, like, you know, you have to just punish the back airs. Like, obviously it can't be that good, but it's Spargo. Like, his timing mix-ups are going to be absolutely insane on that corner. I'm flabbergasted right now by what's going on here. I mean, Spargo's been playing this. It's such a different game than game number 4.
Actually, really good at giving the character. Thank you, Ryan T, for the $5. But Spargo is just one of the gods of holding onto the stock as long as the game physically lets him. It's just like, it doesn't matter how. Oh, okay. Min has that grapple.
Thank God for tether grabs, eh?
I mean, I don't mind him. I'm a buff player.
True.
You can tether all you want. But Spargo figuring it out, saying, I'm not going to get reverse 3-0 twice. Hopefully. Even finding extra credit on the top there, too. Dabuz cannot find this kill. Yeah, there's also no music on the stage, so there's definitely some interesting mishaps happening on the current state of affairs for online Smash Bros. Okay.
Yeah, big juggle start there. Gets a double up tilt, landing with that forwarder. So safe versus Min. The forwarder comes through, tries to catch a double jump. Dabuz, even though, you know, burning both of the arms, saying, oh, it's okay, I'm just going to recover low and continue to be safe here. And that's so important to not and potentially come back here. The side B from Spargo going off with a crazy edge guard. We haven't seen Spargo going for those, but since, you know, with the 3-stock to 1 lead, but now we might see a more calculated approach from Spargo on this veg trap. Once again, these backers coming through the spot dodge after the roll get up just doesn't matter as Spargo just covers it beautifully.
There's two gimps against the best sortie user in the world. 2 quick gimps.
I mean, it's definitely not out of the realm. But yeah, I know. Good luck, but also it's not out of the realm of possibility, especially with Min.
For sure, but I mean, if anybody's trying to put money on that, I got 5 that I can go ahead and put down for sure. Now we got Dabuz trying to get back to stage. That get up attack, phenomenal use of an underutilized option. Definitely a little bit of a risky spot right there, catching the missed tech 2 on the plat, and now it is Hitbox City carrying Spargo all the way off stage. I mean, HBox, you might have spoke that into being, but no.
Imagine losing to ramen
update.
noodles, dude. No. Oof. But Spargo gets the closure. Very, very nice. To move on to top 4.
Well done from Spargo to stop the double reverse 3-0 and move on into loser side. As now we're going to be getting. Are we jumping back to the winner side now? Is what I'm assuming.
Yeah. So we're actually gonna end up watching Shining Mark versus Sonics after all. And I'm not sure if Skiff is here, but I'm going to have Skiff host the other room. Well, I guess, yeah, after this is done. It's going to take a little longer than usual because of the issues we were having. But it is what it is, so let's see what we can do.